Welcome to Raw Perfect classes. In this video, I will discuss about development. This is a topic of economics, class 10th. Economics. This is a revision class. Development, different people, different goals. Different persons, they can have different development goals. What may be development for one may not be development for other. It may be destructive for other. डेवलपमेंट डिफरेंट पीपल डिफरेंट गोल्स का मतलब है कि अलग अलग पर्सन है, उनके अपने डिफरेंट अलग अलग डेवलपमेंट गोल्स हो सकते हैं। अगर हम ये कहें कि एक पर्सन के लिए जो डेवलपमेंट है वो दूसरे पर्सन के लिए डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो सकती, तो ये सही है, क्योंकि वह दूसरे पर्सन के लिए डिस्ट्रक्टिव हो सकती है। सेकेंड, इनकम एंड अदर गोल्स। मोर इनकम, equal treatment, freedom, job security, facility for family, environment, healthy and secure. These are the income and other goals. Concept of national development. World Development Report 2006 says in 2004 countries with per capita income of rupees 45,000 4,53,000 per annum are called rich or developed countries. Those with per capita income of 37,000 or less are called low income countries. मतलब जो कंट्री 4,53,000 पर एनम इनकम पर कैपिटा इनकम अर्न करती थी, उस कंट्री को रिच और डेवलप कंट्री बोला गया। जो कंट्री 37,000 या इससे कम इनकम अर्न करती थी पर कैपिटा इनकम, उसे लो इनकम कंट्री बोला गया था इन वर्ल्ड डेवलपमेंट रिपोर्ट 2006 में। ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट रिपोर्ट 2006 जो कि यूएनडीपी के द्वारा पब्लिश की गई थी, उसमें उन्होंने लिखा है कि डेवलपमेंट क्या है। डेवलपमेंट बेस्ड है पर कैपिटा इनकम के ऊपर, एजुकेशनल लेवल्स के ऊपर लोगों के, और उनके हेल्थ स्टेटस के ऊपर। सस्टेनेबिलिटी, द रेगुलर प्रोसेस विदाउट हार्मिंग प्रोडक्टिविटी ऑफ फ्यूचर जनरेशन, मीन्स फ्यूचर जनरेशन्स की प्रोडक्टिविटी को बिना कोई हार्म किए जो रेगुलर प्रोसेस होती है और जो सेटिस्फाई करती है नीड ऑफ प्रेजेंट जनरेशन्स को, उसे हम कहते हैं सस्टेनेबिलिटी। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट किसे कहते हैं? डेवलपमेंट विदाउट डैमेजिंग सराउंडिंग, भी अपने आसपास के एनवायरनमेंट को बिना डैमेज किए जो कंट्री डेवलप करती है या जो चीज़ डेवलप हो रही है, उसको सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट कहा जाता है। एवरेज इनकम, टोटल इनकम ऑफ कंट्री जिसको डिवाइड किया जाता है उसकी टोटल पॉपुलेशन के साथ, उसे एवरेज इनकम कहा गया है और उसे पर कैपिटा इनकम भी कहते हैं। नेशनल इनकम, सम ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ फाइनल गुड्स जो कि प्रोड्यूस की जाती है विद इन कंट्री, और फॉरेन फैक्टर से जो इनकम अर्न की जाती है उसके सम को हम नेशनल इनकम कहते हैं। इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट कहता है जो नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन जो डाई होते हैं बिफोर द एज ऑफ 1 ईयर एज प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ 1,000 लाइव चिल्ड्रन जो बोर्न होते हैं इन दैट पर्टिकुलर ईयर, मतलब 1,000 के पीछे जितने चाइल्ड डेड होते हैं 1 ईयर एज के, उनको हम इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट में काउंट करते हैं। लिटरेसी रेट, द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ लिटरेट पॉपुलेशन इन 7 और अबव एज ग्रुप, उसे लिटरेसी ग्रुप में काउंट किया गया है। नेट अटेंडेंस रेशो, टोटल नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन जिनकी एज ग्रुप 6 to 10 अटेंडिंग द स्कूल्स, टोटल नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन इन सेम एज ग्रुप, उसको नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो में कंसीडर किया गया है. सेकेंड चैप्टर आई विल डिस्कस सेक्टर्स ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी. सेक्टर्स ऑफ इन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. There are three main sectors which are used for economic activities. First is primary sector. In primary sector, when we produce goods by exploiting natural resources, and it is an activity of primary sector. इसे हम एग्रीकल्चर और रिलेटेड सेक्टर भी कहते हैं. सेकेंडरी सेक्टर में natural products which are changed into others form through the ways of manufacturing, उसे हम सेकेंडरी सेक्टर में कंसीडर करते हैं और उन्हें इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर में भी कंसीडर किया जाता है. टेरिटरी sector, these activities performed by themselves do not produce a good, but they are in an help, an aid or a support for the production process, also known as service sectors. Next topic is gross domestic production. What is gross domestic production? This is the total value of final goods and services which are produced in each sector during a particular year, and which provides total production of sector of for that year. That is gross domestic production. Rising importance of the territory sector. In any country, many services like hospitals, educational institutions, defense, transport, banks, etc., which are required. Second, the development of agriculture and industry. It also leads to development of services which like transport, banks, which are required. Third one, the development of agriculture and industry also lends to the development of services like transport, trade, and storage. As income levels, you can say, as income levels rise, certain sections of people starts demanding many more services like tourism, shopping, private hospitals, private schools, etc. Over the past decade, so certain new services such as those based on the information and communication technology. These are the rising importance of territory sectors. Now, next is a disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment means more people which are engaged in than people required for work. People do less work than their efficiency. And National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 tells us that 100 days work guarantee in a year which is provided by government. Second, if government fails in its duty to provide employment, then it will give unemployment allowances. Third, the types of work which are given to improve production of land. All these three things are considered under National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. Now, what is organized sector? In organized sectors, the terms of employment are regular. They are registered by government. They follow various rules and regulations, and they have some formal processes and procedures. Now, unorganized sector. Unorganized sectors are small, scattered units which are largely outside the control of government. And there are the rules and regulation, but these are not followed. Employment is not secure in unorganized sectors. Now, chapter number 3, money and credit. In money and credit, we will first learn about what is water system. goods which are exchanged without use of money, that is known as barter system. Double coincidence of wants means in exchange of goods, both parties have to agree, sell and buy each other's commodities means goods. They cannot exchange their goods and services by money. They exchange it with other goods and one goods to other goods. In a water system, double coincidence of wants is an essential feature. Medium of exchange. Money act as an intermediate in exchange process. Currency which is authorized by government as the medium of exchange. People who deposit extra money, extra cash with the banks by opening their bank account in their name. Second, the deposits in the bank accounts, it can be withdrawn on demand, and these deposits are called demand deposits. A check, which is a paper instructing bank to pay a specific amount from the person account to the person in whose name check has been made. Next is a loan activities of banks. In India, banks these days hold about 15% of their deposits as cash. They kept as a provision to pay depositors who might come to withdraw money from bank on any given day. And bank also use major portion of the deposits to extend their loans. The difference between interest rate is main source of income for the banks. Terms of credit. What are the terms of credits? There are terms of credits. First, interest rate, collateral, documentation requirement, the mode of repayment, the changing terms of credit in different credit arrangements. And next is formal sector credit in India. Loans which are taken from banks or cooperative bank functions of Reserve Bank, issues currency notes on the behalf of central government. You can say RBI monitors banks are actually maintaining cash balance, and RBI also collect the information from the banks and how much they are lending to whom, at what interest rate, etc. These all are considered points in formal sector credit in India. Now, informal sector loans. The informal lenders, traders, employers, relatives, friends, etc. There is no organization which supervise the credit activities of lenders. They can lend at whatever interest rate they choose. There is no one to stop them from using unfair means to get their money. Now, chapter number 4, globalization and Indian economy. There are various methods, various procedures by which MNCs set up or control production in other countries. They set up production jointly with some of local companies, and they joint production provide money for additional investments and the latest technology for the production, and to buy up local companies and then expand production. They place order of production with small producers. They, by setting up partnership with the local companies, by using local companies for supplies, and by closing competing with the local companies or buying them up. Multinational companies are exerting a strong influence on production at these different local locations. As a result, they found production in these widely distributed, dispersed locations is getting interlinked. Foreign trade integration of market. Foreign trade and integration of market. In this, they exchange the goods they purchase and sell across geographical boundaries of country. They the goods travel from one market to another. The choice of goods in market also rises. The price of similar goods in two markets tend to become equal. Producers in the two countries are closely compete against each other, even though they are separated by thousands of miles. Thus, foreign trade results in connecting markets or integration of markets in different countries. Trade barriers and its importance. What are the trade barriers? What are the difficulties in trade and what are the importance? Various restrictions which are used by government to increase or decrease the foreign trade. Government also uses the trade barriers to increase or decrease foreign trade and to decide what kind of goods, how much of which should come into the country. They all decisions are taken by government. Now, special economic zones. Special economic zones setting up of industrial zones by central and state governments for attracting the foreign companies for investing in India and which have world class facilities, electricity, water, road, transport, storage, recreational and educational facilities also provided. Impact of globalization in India. In India, the impact of globalization is that greater competition among producers, both local and foreign producers, they have been of advantage to consumer. There is a greater choice before these consumers who now enjoy improved quality and lower prices of several products. Foreign investments has increased. Increased competition has encouraged the top Indian companies to invest in newer technology, production methods, and also raise their production standards. And globalization, they have enabled some large Indian companies to emerge as a multinational. They created new opportunities for companies who providing services for particularly those who are involving in information technology. Now last lesson, that is consumer rights. In consumer rights, we should be learn that what are the rights of consumer. First, right to informed. This is the right of consumer. Right to be heard, right to consumer education, right to safety, right to choose, right to seek redressal. These are all are the rights of consumer. They should be keep in mind, which are provided by the law. What are the factors causing exploitation of consumers? Limited information, limited supplies, limited competition, low literacy. These are the factors which exploit the consumer. Duties of consumer. What are the duties of consumer? The duties of consumer to purchase quality marked products like ISI, egg mark, etc. And to ask for cash memo for items which purchased whenever possible, and to make the complaint for genuine grievances. Consumer must know their rights and they must exercise them. What are the demerits of consumer redressal process? First, the consumer redressal process is becoming cumbersome, expensive and time consuming. Secondly, many a time consumers are required to engage lawyers and these cases require time for filing, attending the court proceeding, etc. In most purchases, cash memos are not issued, hence, evidence is not easy to gather. Most purchases in the market are small retail sales. The enforcement of laws and that protect the workers, especially in unorganized sectors, is weak. Rules and regulation for working of markets are often not followed. Now, what is the Consumer Protection Act 1986? That is non-COPRA, and this act provides facility to protect and promote interest of consumers. Under this, A three-tier quasi-judicial machinery at district, state, and national level is set up for the redressal of consumer disputes. The district level court also deals with the cases who are involving claims up to 20 lakhs. The state level courts between 20 lakhs to 1 crore and national level court in deals with cases involving claims exceeding 1 crore. And these are the most important questions which are considered in this chapter. Thank you. If you like my video, please like and share my channel with your friends for next upcoming videos.